Well, this was unexpected. Came home from work, turned on the Xbox, went on YouTube, looking around, seeing some stuff, and lo and behold, on the Nick Rewind YouTube channel, they had posted episode 1 of Are You Afraid of the Dark? The new Are You Afraid of the Dark? Well, I was gonna watch, with WWE SmackDown now on Fridays, I wasn't gonna be able to watch it right away. I have it set to record at my mom's house for my son and I to watch. Well, I got a little bit of an advance on it because it was on YouTube. Who knew? Who knew? So, I decided I'm gonna review it, why not? I'm gonna do each part. There's 3 different parts, I believe. I hope it goes into more. It's different as it shows more of the lives of the Midnight Society and shows how they recruit the new member. It's a little bit different. But I'm open to new interpretations of the Midnight Society. So, how do I do this? Let's just do it like a regular review, I guess. The story is there's a new girl in town. Her name is Rachel. She's new to school. She's never made friends. She meets this guy, Adam. He's sort of a nerd type guy. She meets Graham, who is Jeremy Ray Taylor's character. I did like that. They did mention he's got the right stuff, and I'm like, heh, because of it. But yeah, and they it starts with this dream. Actually, she has this nightmare about the Carnival of Doom, which is her story later. And yeah, I'm gonna spoil it. So if you haven't seen it yet, please go to the Nick Rewind YouTube channel and watch it. Don't watch this, much as I want the views. Don't watch this. Go watch that first, then come back and watch it, because I'm gonna spoil it. You know me, I don't know how to. It's a TV episode. I don't know how to just do a spoiler at the end for this. So I'm just gonna spoil it all the way through. Okay. So and I like how she draws Mr. Top Hat, and she talks with Graham about horror movies and stuff. And so he's like, you know what? In his head, we gotta recruit her. So he starts going down the line. He reaches into the garbage, which I guess he's germaphobe. He reaches into the garbage. He grabs this picture that she drew, shows it to other members. They decide to bring her in, and they're trying to keep it a mystery. Like, we know Akiko, Graham, and the African-American girl are a part of it. But they're trying to keep secret who the last member is. But I figured it out. Because they do a bunch of questions, right? And here's the thing. I answered all the questions, the same answers that she answered with, before she even answered them. And I'd never seen it before. Like, what would you rather be, a vampire or a werewolf? Vampire, of course, because vampires are around all the time, whereas werewolves can only show up during full moons. And that's exactly what she said. I didn't give a reason. I just said vampires. She said vampires. What was the other ones? Would you rather be a ghost or a zombie? And I said ghost. She said ghost. There was one more. I don't remember what it was, but I said the same answer she did before she said it. So I was like, oh, I can be part of Midnight Society, right? I wish. But I'm 32 freaking years old. I'm too old for it. I'll have my son join the Midnight Society. How about that? So yeah. And then they told her to go to this, they're wearing ceremonial robes and masks, which I thought was different. Because they didn't do that in the original. They weren't that official, but but they kept some of the things, like you have to say, before you start your story, you have to say, for the approval of Midnight Society, I call this story. And then you say the name of your story. You have to throw in the dust, whatever it is. It was non-dairy creamer in the original show. I don't know what it is here, but that's what it was. And then she tells her story about the car. I thought maybe the name of her story was kind of but she's like, this submitted for the approval of Midnight Society. I call this story Tale of Mr. Top Hat and the Carnival of Doom. I think it would have been easier if you call it Tale of the Carnival of Doom. But who knows? She tells the story, and in the story, it's a little girl and her parents go to this carnival called the Carnival of Doom. And I swear to God, like, okay, they don't have any of the original cast members, but there were several young actors who made their appearances in the stories, in the original episodes. And one of them was Laura Bertram. She had a couple episodes she was in. And I swear to God, the mom in the story, I tried looking it up, I couldn't find it anywhere. But I swear to God, Laura Bertram played the mom in this story. I swear to God, it's her. Also, whoever's in charge of IMDb, the picture you have of Nathaniel Morrow is just another picture of Daniel DeSanto. You got two pictures of Tucker on there. Just saying. You watch this, you should relook it, because it's Tucker, both of them. So, anyway, so she tells her story, and the story is that there's this carnival, comes to town, and right away the little girl notices something weird when the clown lifts up his sunglasses and he has no eyes. And for Nickelodeon, you actually see, like, I'm sure it's CGI, but you see that there's no eyes. You see the sockets, you see a little bit of a little bit of gore. I'm like, whoa. That's like the worst it gets, at least for this part. When it comes to gore for Nickelodeon, I thought, whoa, that's actually kind of cool. She tells her parents, Mom, you guys no eyes, so the parents have him lift up the glasses and he's got his eyes back. And they go on with the carnival, it's fine. And then the little girl runs off to the bathroom, I think. I didn't hear where she was going. She runs into Mr. Top Hat. He eats a scorpion and acts strange, and she says he's evil. And then two other girls go missing. And when she tells them, I told them not to go back to the carnival, this is the next day, the parents don't remember the carnival. And when she goes where the carnival was, it's gone. And apparently no one could remember the carnival. And no one knew what happened to the other two girls. No one could remember what the carnival was. And the little girl, eventually, she forgot as well. But, yeah, it's a simple story. Of course, she gets in. And like I said, they reveal who the members are. And, they revealed 3 of them already. And so the 4th one was like a mystery of who's it going to be. Is it going to be Adam? Is it going to be Gavin, the next door neighbor? And I figured it out because after the first meeting, because she goes to the first meeting and they tell her to come back the next day, the next night. And she goes home, right? And she goes to bed or whatever, and she wakes up the next day, and Gavin's at the door knocking for her to walk her to school. That right there, to me, gave it away. I'm like, he's the 4th guy. He's going to be him. And she didn't even figure it out. She's like, oh, let me guess, Adam? And it was Gavin, and I'm like, duh. He's asking all these questions. He was testing her, because they told her not to mention anything about the meeting. So he starts asking her questions like, what are you doing? What you writing? What kind of story? Why are you writing it? Stuff like that. I don't know why she didn't figure it out. I figured, well, I'm 32. She's like, what, 12? I don't know how old this girl is, but hey, the performances from the kids in this, pretty good. Well, Jeremy Ray Taylor proved he can act in it. And the actress who plays, the young actress who plays Rachel, she's pretty good. All in all, I thought this was pretty good. Oh, I gotta talk about the end. So, if you've seen the trailer, this isn't really a spoiler, because if you've seen the trailer, you know what's going on. The next day, they're sitting in class or whatever, and the teachers start handing out these pamphlets for something, and it shows each one of the members of Midnight Society getting handed a pamphlet, and then they're like, and then it shows as if we're not supposed to know what it is. It says the Carnival of Doom, and it cuts to the carnival. Well, it cuts to the window, and there's a scorpion crawling on the window, and it shows the carnival, and it shows, like, first of all, Adam goes missing. Only the dog comes back. Because the dog, like, they run to the carnival, he and his dog. The dog's the only one that comes back. And then they show, like, Mr. Top Hat and a weird thing, and then it ends. And it's like, whoa. Why it's gotta be in 3 parts? I don't know, but I'm interested to see what part 2 comes in. And I'm hoping, whenever they're supposed to release part 2, I hope they're all coming out this month. Like, within a 3-week, like, this week will be part 1, next week part 2, and if that part 3, I hope, man, I can look it up, but, and then I might be able to, they might upload part 2 next Wednesday, and I'll get to review that. But all in all, guys, I thought this was pretty good. You know, with TV episodes, I don't give a rating, so just, yeah, I don't get ready for TV episodes. Sorry, that's my thing. I don't think I need to. So, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It's not the same, but, you know, it doesn't hurt to do something a little bit different, you know what I mean? So, later on today, I will be uploading, I gotta do it yet, too, but I'm gonna be recording and uploading a Supernatural commentary, waiting for someone to come over first, because I want to start recording it, then he calls and I have to restart, you know? So, you gotta call up to get in my building, so yeah, that'll be up, and this is gonna be uploaded, obviously. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and as always, love, peace, and chicken grease. Almost dropped it.